Welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about severe weather for today. For Saturday, we got a slight risk of severe weather in Ohio, PA, West Virginia. We can see a marginal risk in Ohio. We can see New York, PA, Kentucky, Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia. We can see we got a marginal risk of severe weather in Texas. We can see also for today. So let's get on to our wind and hail and tornado risk for today. Alright everyone, we can see we got a 2% tornado risk for today for Ohio, PA, West Virginia, and New York. We can see for today a 2% tornado risk for today. Then we got our hail risk we can see also for today, guys. In like places like Ohio, we got a 5% hail risk, PA, West Virginia, a little North Carolina, Kentucky, Texas, we can see also on here, guys, we're going to be talking about. So yeah, let's move on to our wind risk. Alright, this is our wind risk for today. We can see we got a 15% wind risk for Ohio, PA, West Virginia, and even New York. We can see also for today. That's where we're going to have our most significant winds for today for storms. We got a 5% wind risk in Ohio, New York, PA, Kentucky, North Carolina, and Texas too. Also, guys, yeah. So, we're going to be talking about more things on that right now. Let's get to our radar projections for today. Alright everyone, so let's get to our radar. So this is our radar this morning, we can see on here, guys. So yeah, we got Saturday, April 18th at 8 a.m. we can see also, guys, on here. So yeah, we could have rain in Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Arkansas, Texas, we can see also. Even Michigan, we can see also. We could have some rain, maybe potential. We had some severe thunderstorm warnings I saw in Texas this morning. I seen on there, so yeah. Let's move on. Saturday, April 18th at 11 a.m. we can see maybe rain in Ohio, maybe some potential storms in some places like Texas, or maybe even Ohio. We can have a couple storms. It's nothing like yesterday, guys. This is nothing like. This is like nothing like yesterday, guys. It's not gonna be close to that at all. So we got rain in Michigan. So we got storms potentially in Ohio, storms maybe in Arkansas, potentially in Texas. We can see. Then by 2 p.m. on Saturday, we can see we can have storms in Ohio, storms in Kentucky, storms maybe in Texas we can have too. And we can see up in Canada, we got freezing rain and some snow and rain. Also, we can see up in there too, dealing with. So, we got some rain in Florida we could potentially have too on here. Some snow in North Dakota and Nebraska we can see on here also, guys, for today. So, yeah. Let's move on to our 5 p.m. Saturday at 5 p.m. we could have storms in Ohio, maybe storms in Kentucky, storms in PA, even New York we can see also on here. Storms in Texas, potentially Arkansas, Louisiana we can see. Also, then we got like our snow up in Canada we can see, in freezing rain. Then we can see snow in South Dakota, maybe some rain switching over to snow in Montana. We can see also for today. Also, guys. Alright, Saturday, 8 p.m. we got rain in Ohio, maybe some storms in PA and New York we can have. Louisiana, we can have some storms. Texas, we could have some storms also for today. Tennessee, we could have some storms. Alabama, Mississippi, we can see also on here. Rain in Kansas, rain in Nebraska potentially. Snow in South Dakota, North Dakota, we can see also on here. So yeah, you can see rain in places like maybe potentially New Mexico, like a drizzle maybe. You can see also. Hold on. By 11 p.m. on Saturday, we can see. I think our storms are going to be leveling out more. We can see also in a lot of places like PA, New York. We still have some storms. I think they're going to be dying down a lot more. You can see Texas, Louisiana. We can have some maybe storms also for Saturday at 11 p.m. tonight. We can see also. Then we can see Sunday, 2 a.m. we can see our storms really set to die down. PA, New York, Louisiana. You can see also just mostly rain at this point, guys. We're just dealing with in a lot of places. Maybe a pop-up storm in some places. But we can see we got some snow up in Minnesota, in North Dakota we can see. Also, we're going to be getting into something else in this video too. But just to be aware, we're going to be talking about the temperatures a little in this video too. We're going to see like a lot of places. Let me give you a brief description. A A lot of places like Ohio, Indiana, PA, Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa. We're going to be seeing a lot of freeze warnings for maybe Monday, Tuesday in the morning. We can see also. So let's get over to that right now. So it's going to take me a second. All right, so this is Sunday at 2 a.m. We can see a colder air moves in. So we're going to go back to noon on Saturday and see our temperature changes. So yeah, guys, so let's go to our east region. So we can see on Saturday at 2 p.m. we can see places like Iowa, we could be in the 30s and 40s. Ohio, we have 70s, even mid 80s in parts of Ohio, potentially southern Ohio. West Virginia, we can have 80s too. Virginia, we could have 80s. North Carolina, we could have 80s, maybe even close to 90 in some spots. South Carolina, we could have 80s. Florida, we could have 80s. Louisiana, we could have 80s. Texas, we could have 70s. Other part of Texas, we could see 50s. Arkansas, we're in the 50s too. In Indiana, we're in the 50s. In Michigan, we're in the 40s. You can see New York, we're in the 70s. So, yeah. Then we can see where that cold front really starts to move in some of these places like Ohio. We can see the drop in temperatures. We're in the 50s in parts of Ohio. 40s in Iowa, 70s and 60s in Ohio. Pittsburgh, we get up to 80s in the 80s today. Parts of Virginia and North Carolina were in the 90s today. See, we're gonna see this flip flop. Let's watch this like thing. So Minnesota, and we're in the 30s and 40s. Wisconsin, we're in the 30s. Michigan, we're in the 40s and 50s. We can see on here. New York, we're in the 60s too. See, Arkansas, we're in the 50s and 60s, we can see. So, yeah. Then we can see, really by 9 p.m. tonight, we can see these temperatures have really moved down a lot from like the 40s and 50s, 60s, 40s. Minnesota, 30s in Minnesota, 30s in Wisconsin, 40s in Michigan, 50s in Ohio, even some 40s in Ohio. We can see Kentucky, we're in the 50s. North Carolina, we're still in the 80s. And South PA, we're in the 60s. In New York, we're in the 60s. So, yeah, then we're going to really move into tonight. We can see Sunday at 6 a.m. We can see got places like in Ohio, they're in the 40s. Michigan, we're in the 30s. Wisconsin, we're in the 20s. Minnesota, we're in the 20s. To Arkansas, we're in the 40s. PA, we're in the 40s. North Carolina, we're in the 40s. We can see even the New England states, we're in the 40s. Maine, we're in the 30s. Mississippi, we're in the 50s. Alabama, we're in the 50s. Georgia, we're in the 50s. We can see awesome on here, guys. So, yeah. Let's look. All right, so we can see our temperatures for Sunday. We're seeing in the 40s and 50s in Ohio, but we got more warmer air up on the left here. Where you can see it's like a flip-flop pattern, guys. That's like warm, cold. 30s we can see in New York. 30s in the New England states we can see also for Sunday. Also, Ohio we can see 40s. Maybe Columbus we can see 50s. Cincinnati maybe we can see 55. Michigan, Detroit we can see 40s. We can see Wisconsin, we can see 30s and 40s also, yeah. Then Sunday night is really where our drop happens in a lot of places. We can see Monday morning at 7 a.m. We can see 23 in Michigan, 32 in Cleveland, 30. We can see in parts of Ohio, Columbus, 33. Pittsburgh, we're in the 30s. PA, we're in the 20s. New York, we're in the 20s. We can see even South Carolina, we're in the 40s. North Carolina, we're in the 40s too. Louisiana, we're in the 50s. Arkansas, we're in the 50s. Mississippi, we're in the 40s. Iowa, we're in the 20s. Wisconsin, we're in the 20s. Minnesota, we're in the 20s too also, guys. So, yeah. There's probably going to be for surely freeze warnings for some of these places for Monday morning. And see. The Monday afternoon, a lot of places we warm up, like Arkansas, we're in the 70s. South Carolina, we're in the 70s. But Cleveland, we can see in the 30s. Pittsburgh, we're in the 40s. We can see New York, we're in the 30s on Monday. We can see lots of places, yeah. Michigan, we're in the 40s. We can see Wisconsin, we're in the 50s. We can see in the New England states, we could be potentially in the 20s for Monday, guys. In Maryland, we could be in the 50s also. All right, so another Tuesday at 4 a.m. we got here. PA, we could have in the PA, we're going to have 20s, 25. Ohio, we're going to have 20s. We can see also the New England states, we could even have 16 degrees in some of these places, guys, for almost May. Florida, we could have 50s. We can see Louisiana, we could have 50s. Indiana, we could have 30s. Michigan, we have 30s. Wisconsin, we could be in the 30s too also, guys. So, yeah. Then really on Tuesday, we're gonna see something really good happen. So on Tuesday, pretty much we're gonna warm up a ton. We can see that. Look at this. Like Tuesday, we could be in the 70s in Indiana. Ohio, we could even have potential 70s. We can see we can see Iowa, we're in the 70s. You can see Kentucky, we're in the 70s too. Also, guys, on here. So yeah. Then we can see also Tuesday at 5 p.m. Then we can see pretty much that's really our the cold air is pretty much over at that point, but we still have some cold air, but it's not going to be as bad as Monday and Tuesday night now in a lot of these places. So pretty much we're going to be back in the 60s and 70s. By Tuesday in a lot of places we can see most of this area. You can see also. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe, notification bell. You never miss a video like this, guys. Okay, guys, I see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.